And good evening. Welcome to the Deltahead stream. I am James Howell. We're going to try to do this again. Last time we hit several snags in terms of connection status, so just kind of called it on the stream. And tonight, hopefully, we will have better network connections. So let's see here. 1 second. See if I can finish tweaking a few things in the back end. Very good. Very good. You know what? It's weird. I'm looking at the video of my face, and it looks a little dithered. Maybe I could be closer when I set up next time. Anyway, yeah, so I did not save my progress on Secret of Monkey Island last time so that we could have a bump-free ride through that territory, even though it wasn't very much. There were a few jokes, and that's always worth capturing, I think. So for the pregame show tonight, there are two things to look at. One is Kobayashi Masaki's Black River, a 1957 black and white movie about corruption around the U.S. Air Force bases that had popped up in Japan during the occupation and just after, and it's kind of looking at some of the circumstances, social and political, around those structures. And also a little lighter is my arrangement of the theme to Secret of Monkey Island. So, with that in mind, let's take a look at Black River. Yeah, so this movie is neat. It's neat, and it uses elements that you think are going to go in a certain direction, but they don't. And the big sort of driving idea, and just to be clear, if anybody has not seen this and wishes to, I am going to be talking about this. I'm going to spoil the ending. I'm going to spoil all of it. We're talking about it. So this is an assessment meant for folks who have seen it. And if you haven't seen it and don't intend to see it, welcome as well. But yeah, so it features a character who is a pretty marked individualist, and it also features a character who is a communist. They are both caught up in the same conflict and strife, and the idea being that these are two figures, these are two forces that can have some sort of consequential pushback against corruption and the cahoots that politics and business owners and military contacts sort of get into. And in fact, basically what the movie shows is there's absolutely no justice available through any counter-structural means. The only justice that exists is the way that the wicked destroy their own lives with their very villainy and their own inhumanity. And there is I don't know. There is a pessimism there that I think comes from somebody whose country is currently being occupied by an invading force and whose existing social structures and economics have been broken down and are being rebuilt back up in whatever way they can for survival. So there's a very, insofar as it is anti-idealist, it does have a very strong realistic sense. So let's look at some pictures. Oh, right, this thing likes to turn off now. So, evening, Iceman Dan. It's good to see you. If you have seen Black River, I think you will find this interesting. You are one of, I think, 3 people who watch the stream regularly who I would peg as possibly having done so. Yeah, this is the Kobayashi film. This is Black River. This is who seems to be our hero. He is definitely a main character, but wouldn't call him a protagonist. He does change somewhat, but it's less a matter of sort of fundamental character change and more a sense of certain aspects being brought out through conflict. And he's very interesting. He is our individualist. The way that it communicates this is that he's never specifically identified as such verbally, but he's devoted to self-improvement through private study and the extent to which reading as a private activity. Oh, cool. Well, I am going to spoil some of it. So, actually, much of it. So, if you want to hop out and maybe hop back in after you watch it, if you don't want it spoiled for you, that's fine. Just FYI. You're also one of the handful of people who I think would be watching this and who also would mind it being spoiled. So, these disclaimers are actually for you and maybe 2 other people that I know of. But anyway, it doesn't really tell you that he is an individualist and so on the nose. You just sort of infer this because he's devoted to self-improvement through study and the extent to which reading and private engagement, evening arc, cultivate individualism as opposed to a social socially identifying yourself is there. And also, it just formally and structurally, the way we see him here, he is the only character who has as much solo screen time as possible, and framed in what otherwise would be a fairly uninspiring and boring way, which is the only character on the screen taking up a fairly balanced amount of it. You see he's kind of straight up and down the middle, about the same margin of space, top and bottom, well framed, and see him there again, even when he gets close up. Again, he's very balanced. He takes up the center of the screen, and that sort of isolation sort of is one of the formal ways that it grants him his individualism. Along with him, and again, like an individualist as a protagonist could be taken as maybe like a Randian hero, Ayn Randian hero, but something different is happening here, I think. Kind of one of the bigger conflicts here in the background is he's moved into this town. This is an apartment complex that he lives in, and the apartment complex is at risk of demolition because of what is essentially a conspiracy between the property owner, local politicians, and real estate speculators. And the communism comes in because the renters, an individual among the renters is trying to organize a resistance, use renters' rights, and collective protest efforts to stop it. And that is this guy right here, who actually, Dan, since I know that you mentioned watching The Human Condition recently, you will notice he is the same guy who is the leader of the Chinese workers in part 1, No Greater Love. It's this guy right here. He's the same actor who, so yeah, apparently labor organizer is his character type. But yeah, so, he's the one who is extremely aware and acute and sensitive to the fact that, workers have a really hard time in this environment, that labor is exploited, and they don't have any say or any real power against basically the property owners. And he tries to organize a resistance, which never quite works. And this is where he and the individualist have a kind of interesting dynamic, because they're never enemies. They never go up against each other. They never throw their ideals at each other. There's no, I believe this, you believe that. Well, I guess we're both right in our own different ways. They just coexist in parallel. And the way the individualist sort of comes out in this is there's a moment where one of the residents... Oh, I know. The train scene is absolutely brutal. There have been a few other scenes similar to that in Holocaust films, and even though this one is the lower budget and uses much less sort of like it goes for a less sort of special effects realism, the acting and the performance and the framing is particularly terrifying. Evening, Neen. It's good to meet you. Yeah, I talk during the opening of the streams. I kind of talk about a movie or a book that I read in the beginning of the week, and that's where we are right now. And I'm very glad that you're into Glider, because I was as well back in the day. I hope that the stream that I put on about a week ago interests you. So yeah, welcome. Now we're going back to talk about Inhumanity. But yeah, no, I agree. The framing, the shot, it really goes to show how much the artistry of film can capture a moment more than special effects can. Evening, Shogi. Yes, I hope so as well. If I'm not stuttering now, it should be fine. But so yeah, so where this guy kind of shows his colors is there is one of the tenants needs a blood transfusion. The doctor is there. It's an absolutely horrifying glimpse at mid 20th century provincial medicine, because he's got this giant syringe that he just jabs in his own arm, and he's got somebody just like tugging on the plunger, pulling out his blood so he can donate it. And they're all looking for somebody with a compatible blood type, which he has. And everybody hails him immediately as a hero when they find out. And they just immediately assume that, oh, he's one of us. He'll help us. And he absolutely says, no, I don't want to give blood. So he is... this is titled Black River. It's a 1957 Japanese film by director Kobayashi Masaki. And yeah, it's this is the Criterion edition. I don't know how available it is outside of like a unique rental, but if you can find it, I recommend it highly. But so yeah, so even in one of the most non-idealistic, non sort of like non-lofty moments of just giving blood, he's like, no, I'm not going to do it. Um, and he uses violence. He's going up against a yakuza who is organizing this, but he's not going up against him for any kind of idealistic reasons. He's going up against him because they're quarreling over, basically over a girl, and he's trying to stand up to him. So yeah, the way this pans out is that the communist is defeated because he can't get the support necessary to drum up opposition. As you see here, the place does get destroyed, and the individualist, the way this is sort of shown storytelling wise is really brilliant, because the building is destroyed at the very time that this guy, the rival, the yakuza, is killed. And the individualist has next to nothing to do with it. He doesn't actually kill him. He does not get the justice that he is looking for. The only reason this guy dies is because the girlfriend that he is treating very, very badly has had enough of it and pushes him into the path of the military truck. And I think it's very interesting that the way that they communicate that he is dead is by focusing on the stopped tires. That's lovely. As a filmic communication. But so yeah, so he's dead there, and ultimately what all this does is it builds up this individualist, it builds up this communist, and it shows both of them fighting against this systemic force that is taking away literally their lives, their livelihood, their ability to live, and neither one of them are effective against it. And it uses, you think that it's building up to a hero versus villain victory moment, but that doesn't even play out. It's entirely about how the villain ruins his own life because he's so wicked, and nobody, and the people who are closest to him will not stand for it anymore, at least the ones who have a shred of conscience. And that's what makes this really fascinating. That's what makes this a really neat movie, because it uses so many things that go in predictable directions, but absolutely doesn't. And whether or not, you can debate the optimism or the pessimism as you will, but in terms of how it tells its story, it's amazing. And so yeah, so the other thing is, as I've mentioned on stream, I've been building an arrangement on banjo for the theme to Secret of Monkey Island, and it is coming along quite well, and I will share with you what that sounds like. 1 second. This is about 50 seconds long. That seems very quiet. Give me 1 second. Let me adjust that. There it is. I'm gonna restart this now. And that's what that is. No, Shogi, I actually can't play any bluegrass. I only know Baroque music. I know a couple of video game songs. This is one of them that I'm adding to my my list. But no, I actually don't know how to play any bluegrass. But yeah, I feel that's coming along quite well. That's a practice video. It's very hard to get the banjo set up here on stream, so those recordings will be what they are until I actually get that finished, and then we'll try to perform. The very final part of that I'm actually quite pleased with, because the way that the bridge works in that theme is it bumps the theme up an octave, And that doesn't actually fit with the style that this arrangement is turning into, which is a sort of meditative, harmonic rendition of it. And when you just, as soon as you get past fret 5 on a banjo, it starts getting very tinny and very, very tenor. And so what I found I could do is I could actually keep the melody on the octave that's normal, but then change the harmonizing note 1 octave, and that seems to create a similar effect. So, yeah. But with all that in mind, now it is time for Secret of Monkey Island. I cannot do Mario Brothers music. The music that I know Humoresque of a Little Dog. The first song I ever learned how to play was that shop theme song from Earthbound Mother, and also Ken's theme from Street Fighter 2. So those are the game songs that I know. And Neen, just to touch back with you real fast, I'm very glad to see that somebody likes Glider Pro so much that they will find it on YouTube, or not YouTube, Twitch, and look for it. I cannot imagine that there are that many streams in the category. I actually intend to look after this, but I'm glad that you found me for that reason. Oh man, I can't pull it up right now because I'm streaming, but I'm actually really curious to know how many followers that has. Let's see. Make sure all of this is doing what it should. And yeah. All right, let's go. Oh yeah, you can hear this is the theme that I was just playing. Yeah, I have noticed there are certain categories that this is something that kind of happened with zombie boards on GameFAQs, is that basically people would use them as social boards because there's nobody posting on the Resident Evil Outbreak forum anymore, so they would just turn into de facto social forums for people, and I kind of imagine that some of those are like that as well. I played the NES Barbie game. That was we rented that one time when I was a kid. And let's see, I'm at 61. There we go. Rented that one time when I was a kid, and I beat it. It was a platformer, but a very strange one, because in order to convey the Barbie dollness of the Barbie, it actually took of the Barbie character actually took up like 3/4 of the screen, or something much larger, much more real estate on the screen than your avatar in a platformer usually does, and it felt very strange to me for that. Alright, so last time we explored around a lot, and now we are at the village. And, oh man. This wireless keyboard that I have decided to kind of go on the fritz lately. So I'm hoping this is not going to be playable without having to turn it off and on so often.
I can't see inside from here.
I kind of wonder if there's supposed to be a second part to that line, because the way Guybrush pronounces it, it sounds like...
I can't see inside from here.
Actually, that... Is the audio on this quite low? It seems like it's quiet on the audio bars that I've got. I'm going to try bumping it up. Thank you. Let's try this. Alright. How's this? And how is it with voice balance? This is one of the tragedies of changing your settings between different streams when you're doing something on PC, is that it it doesn't quite... what is optimal for one setup does not work with another. Okay, great, thank you.
I can't see inside from here. nice, juicy bananas. It looks big and empty. It looks big and empty.
Alright.
This door appears to be locked.
That kind of looks like a superhero's face with a pig nose. You can see kind of the eyes. You got the eye mask, and then this chiseled, pun unintended, jaw with the slit mouth and the pig nose. That's kind of what I'm looking there. I'm wondering what it looks like in the original. That's great, Shogi. Thank you. Oh, it looks pretty much like the same thing. Can I get the bananas? I got 2 bananas? Holy crap.
Nothing left but bad fruit.
Bad fruit? There's a slight on apples and oranges. What? Oh.
Is that a banana in your pocket, or are you just glad to see us?
You've got a lot
Man,
of
they even have that joke in Cannibal Islands.
notorious Monkey Island cannibals.
You're cannibals?
Well, yes. Although lately, we've been trying to stay away from red meat.
Only for health reasons. We're still as vicious as ever.
Oh, especially with tourists who try to steal our stuff for souvenirs. Well, what do you have to say for yourself?
I dig how this is, like, so this village is also leaning into the notion that Guybrush is a kid playing make-believe at a Pirates of the Caribbean theme park, like at Disney or something, because even being in the village, he's not treated as like a Dr. Livingstone-style explorer or whatever. He's just a tourist, and he's taking souvenirs, and that's how they have it. Actually, and you know, even okay, so considering that being kind of like the framework of the story, Guybrush imagining himself having these adventures at a theme park, even the cannibals' designs with these big heads kind of suggest. It kind of suggests like a Mickey Mouse costume or Donald Duck or whatever, right? With a very large cartoon characters' heads. So you've got that going for it. Though I cannot imagine the lemon. It reads pretty well. I don't even know what this should be. This seems pleading enough. I can go with this.
Don't eat me! I'm a mighty pirate!
That means his skin will be leathery and his meat tough and stringy. You're of no use to us, nutritionally speaking. But if you had some sort of offering for us, something that we could pass on to the great monkey, well...
Can I give them back their offering, their bananas? Let's see. What do I have here? Wait, one of these is a head, one of these is a leg, the other one is an arm. I don't know if this is the time for that puzzle yet.
Obviously, you have nothing for us. We might eat you, we might let you go. We'll have to talk about it with the village nutritionist. Come, let me
That's
show you
awesome.
our guest hut. That should do it.
Oh, that's awesome. Like, the looking through the inventory is not just this paused no time in a video game. It's actually Guybrush sifting through his pockets looking to see if any of the junk that he's collected is a suitable offering. And they're watching him sift through his pockets and they finally lose patience. That's great.
What a cute little skull.
Can I take it? I can, in fact.
To the ghost pirate LeChuck. We must protest your acquisition of our voodoo anti-root. We realize that it presents a hazard to you and your crew, but this is
Anti-root.
thievery. The Monkey Island Cannibals.
I seem to remember root beer playing a role here. Oh, this is
It
Herman's...
says, if found, please return to
Banana
Herman's
picker.
Trot.
Wow, he actually built it with cartoony,
I think that's how I'll end up if I don't get out of here soon.
articulated hands. Can I take the bolo
No
bones?
thanks. They've still got some meat on them.
Ew, gross.
I can't get through it.
Can I take the banana picker? That seems awfully big to fit in my pockets. Okay! Okay.
I can't get through it. I don't think hanging myself is the answer.
Guybrush, dark.
I don't think hanging myself is the answer.
Let's see if I can use the banana picker on the vines.
There are no bananas to pick there.
Oh, Guybrush. Surely there are other uses for
This door appears to be locked.
articulated hands that extend.
I don't think hanging myself is the answer. I can't get through it.
I feel like this is going to be like a Silent Hill 2 ending style way of getting an ending. If I look at the vines long enough, I can get the dark ending to Monkey Island. Like James looking at the knife in his inventory. All right, let's see. What do I have? Cannonball. Shirt, cotton t-shirt. I wonder if I can use these for fuel anywhere.
That doesn't seem to work.
Can I push?
I can't move it.
Okay, I can't. Can I open?
It doesn't open.
Okay, nope.
This door appears to be locked.
You know, I would like to see some compilation of video game... So I would watch a YouTube video that compiled you are a prisoner and have to figure out how to escape. Moments in games that are not room escape games, but things like this, things like Snake being in the cell and Metal Gear Solid. I feel like this is a moment, a dramatic moment that a lot of games had, and I would love to see many of them back to back and just watch how they are set up, how you get out of them, and kind of how all that works. Because right now I'm really tempted to try to find a bottle of ketchup in Guybrush's inventory and throw myself on it.
That doesn't seem to work.
Oh.
This door appears to be locked.
So, something else I can use on the vines. Use flint with vines? That's not right.
Flint works best with things made of steel.
Oh! Use flint with... Oh. Well, I know that works now. I think so too. Evening, Swimmy. It's good to see you. Okay, so I have to be near something that I want to set on fire. See, like, oh, loose board.
Looks loose.
Having multiple ways of getting out is good. Was that loose board always there? Have I been skipping over it, or did it just start to just now start to show up?
I can see underneath the hut.
No, Guybrush.
Looks loose. I might fit through that hole, but I don't think this banana picker will.
Okay, there we go. So we can only put these in the infinite space of our pockets for dramatic purposes, not strategic.
And no, I'm not getting squeamish. I'd love to eat the guy.
So let's do it.
But think of your arteries.
We are cannibals, for crying out loud.
Yeah, but cannibals have to watch their saturated fats just like everyone else.
Alright, so... I have bananas. I need the banana picker. So the banana picker, I'm pretty sure is what I need to get out of there. Let's see. Oh, I can't access my inventory from here. Will it let me cross that ridge? I don't think so. Nope. Oh my god, so slow. Oh wow, they really do make
I don't see
you
anything special about it.
trek across this island slowly and ploddingly several times just to fill out the game time. I think Guybrush looks like a little water bug. The face-finding part of my brain sees this as the back of a head, this is some sort of nose, and this is as a three-pupiled eye. There we go. Like, I wonder what the secret is to getting a good skedaddle. Oh! I wonder if you only get good, okay, I bet you only get good speed if you click on something that is an actual, like an active object. Well. Evening, Lars. It's good to meet you. And, hi. It is going well. I am currently, I just got to the cannibal village. I just got out of the cannibal village. And I'm now going to give some bananas to some monkeys. And I'm not 100% sure what these monkeys are going to, what this monkey is going to do, but we'll see. How are you? Yeah. That's it. Now I feel smart. Is this new?
Notice of public meeting. There will be a meeting Wednesday evening to discuss the recent occupation of the sacred monkey head by the ghost pirate LeChuck, and the subsequent impact on the environment and the tourist trade. All Monkey Island cannibals are encouraged to attend.
Yes. See, we can switch over to the PC version here. The PC version actually gave much more real estate to your, well, what would be your HUD here. So each of them has an icon, which is one of the things that is really neat about the, kind of neat about how much real estate this takes up, is that each item is given a, for the time, quite detailed moment in the player's eye. And adventure games are nothing if not sort of item centric, right? And so giving the items this amount of this kind of presence, I think really sort of reinforces the adventureness of it, and the fact that you just carry everything everywhere. So let's Alright. I remember many of them. I don't know if I would say I remember most. I remember the most crucial ones. This is one that, this one I'm not as sure on. Give. Banana. Nope. I'd like to give banana.
Not until he comes down.
Yes. So this is something I would like. Yeah, I understand this. I've given him. There we go. Thank you. I keep giving him bananas and I get no feedback, so I have no idea if that's actually progressing a puzzle. Actually, I'm really curious how far will this go? Okay, cool. Well, I'm pretty sure I've given him 3. Alright, monkey. Let's go. Wait, what? Have I not given this monkey enough bananas? Okay, no, he's following me now. Good. Will he join me on the beach? Is something this monkey does? No, this monkey is a map focused monkey. Oh, the vultures are following me. I don't think I ever put that together.
Boy, it sure is hot here.
The monkey following me here? Monkey is not. Does the monkey follow me here? What have we got here? There's the clearing, there's the beach. I have a sense that wherever the monkey will show up, there we go, is where he is relevant. What does this monkey look like in the original? Is he waving his arms around? He is! Every time he walks, he's like he's complaining about something and gesturing. Let's see, now, is there something over here?
Why, that's the second biggest monkey head I've ever seen. Made by Sharptooth. Made by Red Skull. Beep. Shishka Joe. Shish Kebab. Yipes. Shishka Larry.
That's a quality joke.
Private property. Worshipping is permitted, but please do not enter the monkey head.
So, do I need a monkey?
G.P. LeChuck.
Do I need a monkey to access the monkey head? Is that kind of what I'm up to here? Let's see. Open.
It doesn't seem to open.
Okay, so that skull has a hole in it, which suggests a key.
What a cute little skull.
Can I put the skull on the totem pole?
That doesn't seem to work. That doesn't seem to work.
Oh. Yeah, I don't like Threepwood's design in this. I feel like it loses something of the boyishness of his original, and yeah, I think he's a little too expected. I think, even though his original sprite is actually probably quite generic for the standards of the time, I like it quite a lot.
Wow.
Okay, so No. Yeah, the character close-ups are gorgeous. I was always so impressed by those. I remember Ron Gilbert in an interview for Return to Monkey Island said that what was it? Something Park, Thimbleweed Park was the first pixel-based game that he'd ever made, and that the technology on this was actually not pixels. And I don't know what that means, because I mean it looks like pixels to me, but maybe that's maybe there's like a technical nuance there that I'm missing. Okay, can I set this on fire? No, I cannot. Ooh, what if I give the skull to the monkey? Give skull to... Nope. Pull the nose. What? It's way up there. I had no idea. Okay. I had no idea that that puzzle existed to solve with that monkey.
It looks like a sacred idol of some kind.
Wow.
What a cheap piece of mass-produced tourist crap. On the bottom it says, made by Lemonhead. It looks like a sacred idol of some kind.
Again with the theme park motif.
It looks like a sacred idol of some kind.
So, can I take the wimpy little idol? Because I'm judgmental of Lemonhead's craftsmanship.
I doubt anyone will miss this piece of junk. It looks like a sacred idol of some kind.
Ha! That's the tentacle.
It looks like a sacred idol of some kind.
Oh, cool. That's charming. The original Easter egg is Sam and Max, and the updated Easter egg is the tentacle. That's charming, and I like it. Like the monkey is somewhat more gruesome in the original here. What is pre-dot? I don't know what that means.
The second largest ear I've ever seen. And also the dirtiest. Ugh.
Don't I need, like, a cotton swab or something?
Definitely the second biggest monkey head I've ever seen. Definitely the second biggest monkey head I've ever seen.
Mexican Sting! It's good to see you.
The second largest ear I've ever seen.
Oh, it
And
was
also the dirtiest.
before Day of the Tentacle. You're right. Let's see. Where's my inventory? There we go. Can I set it on fire? No, I cannot.
Definitely the second biggest monkey head I've ever seen.
Alright. Oh! Okay. I don't know if it's because it's late game and my patience for puzzling is monkey grounds is waning, or if the puzzles are getting a little more obtuse. But I think I probably could have figured that out. I didn't know. I figured that because I escaped, I had no need to offer the cannibals anything further. But apparently, I do. How are you, Mexican Sting? Thank you for the raid. I think Guybrush's walking speed increasing if you click on something that's relevant is a nice detail. It mechanically is very interesting to me. No.
That's strange. It says sea monkey.
Good to hear. I'm glad we were able to sync up and catch you for the next Monkey Island stream. I know that weekends can be a little dicey for folks, so it's always kind of hit or miss. I miss water bugs. I wonder if they have water bugs here in the Pacific Northwest. Oh, Mexican Sting. I watched Dolls. Actually finished it this evening. I don't know if you were planning on watching that, but I think I'm gonna do a pregame show next time. I'm gonna talk about that because it does some really, really lovely things. All right. Let's see if I can give one of you guys.
It's an empty hut.
Probably the idol.
It doesn't seem to open.
I think that's the exact same. It's the same skull pike asset from the other place.
This door appears to be locked.
Ah, the banana thief returns to the scene of the crime.
Maybe we should just eat him right now.
Do you have any idea how much cholesterol is in one of these things? Now then, how did you break out of our hut, and why did you come back?
I like how their gimmick is that there are many of them and they are not a stealthy unit, yet their whole thing is that they show up as soon as you turn your back and turn back around. And you can see everything around Guybrush, so they can't use that gimmick like you could like in first person, but they use the camera shifting, so having the camera pan over and then pan back as you move in the adventure mode is a pretty good way of capturing that. Let's see.
Look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
Hey, do you really think we're that
They
stupid?
looked.
I wouldn't push it if I were you.
Don't eat me. I'll give you anything.
I forgot about it.
We'll give you one more chance to trade something of yours for your freedom. Well... You ain't going nowhere until you give us something.
All right.
Hey, wow, this is impressive. Lemonhead, take a look at this.
Ooh, that's nice. And it says, made by Lemonhead, just like one of mine. We should take this to the Great Monkey.
Yes, I agree. We are very grateful to you for this fine gift. If there's anything you need on Monkey Island, just come see us.
That's brilliant. The whole like swindled doofus thing is a pretty good shtick. All right, now I can take this monkey picker or banana picker and be on my way. Don't need to pick monkeys. Okay. So I'm gonna use the banana picker on. I mean, I can get a lot of bananas, sure. Nope. Look at it. There we go.
It says, if found, please return to Herman Toothrot.
Oh, okay. Yes, I find... Oh, there he is.
All I want is my banana picker back. But will they give it to me? They want the monkey head key back first. Ha! That'll be the day. Don't you think they're being unreasonable? It's not as though I'm asking for a lot.
Does Herman have pants in the original? I feel like... Nope. No, he doesn't have pants in the original either.
They give it to me? They want the monkey head key back first. Ha! That'll be the day. Don't you think they're being unreasonable? Hey, thanks. I thought I'd never see this again. Here, you can take this key to the monkey head back to the natives.
Okay. And don't worry, I won't use it or anything.
I have a hard time believing that Herman is really all that concerned. But, yeah, the giant Q-tip is, I mean, ideally you shouldn't use a Q-tip to clean out your ears. I feel like this is maybe counter...
Looks like a giant cotton swab.
Counter to the pirate's code to follow the directions on the back of a box. Evening, Tim. It's good to see you. Welcome back. I am left to wonder if they would in fact use... Oh, I wonder if I can go around the other way. If they would use the cotton swab on themselves, or if they're only... if they would only use the cotton swab on a larger, non-them creature, like a giant stone monkey head. How are you, Tim? This area right here, just given the depth of the blue, is that's a little deeper than I would like to be over with a boat like that. I would feel very nervous about that. I did, in fact. It would have been maybe almost exactly a year ago. I played Twin Snakes on stream. Yeah, it was a good time. It should be up in the archives here, and if not here, then in the there's definitely up here. But if you can't find it here, if you go to the Deltahead Media YouTube page, then channel, you'll find that in the archives there. Oh no, I stopped doing Metal Gear criticism, but that's a different thing. Metal Gear criticism involves writing lengthy essays, formatting them, putting them up on my website, making detailed YouTube videos, and things like that. So I stopped doing a lot of that, but oh, Mexican Sting, oh wow, really just man, you're right. No, you're right. You're right. All the laurels of age fall on my head. I'm a mister and a dad. You're killing me, man. But not as well as time. But anyway, no, I still love Metal Gear. I still love Metal Gear, and I still enjoy playing it with folks and doing it on stream.
There's no place to stick it in.
Yeah, that's a very significant time investment, and I just don't do much of that anymore. Really, for anything. That was a very, very, very particular time in life where I had the motivation and time to do that. So. Weird. I think maybe with the. Oh, so gross. The only instance that you actually see Guybrush remove something from his inventory that is not clearly pocket appropriate. Oh god, so gross. Oh, LeChuck's theme is great. Yeah, it's groovy. It's neat. Now that I've actually taken a close look at the music by trying to come up with an arrangement of the Secret of Monkey Island's theme, I can really hear the reggae boom dun 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 boom dun 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 in all the music, and yeah, it's neat. It's a nice touch. What is this? Some sort of... This looks like some sort of like Elder Scrolls underworld.
I had a feeling that in hell there would be mushrooms.
I'm very glad to hear that Guybrush feels the same way about this as I do. Oh, weird. The mushrooms are in fact steaming with evil, and, well, I mean, they're evil to me, but steaming with something down here. Oh, weird. You know, in the original, I would probably expect that that would be something I would have to jump over, or that that would be a puzzle, but I think they kind of made a gesture to it by having this single pixel seam there. But yeah, I think this is the smarter move, because it doesn't lead you to think that there's anything you have to do special. Yeah, the Fox Hunt Rank Guide was good, man. I really enjoyed making that. You know, when I was doing that, I didn't have access to a video program that had any kind of like timeline editing. So I would go, I would capture the footage on my PC, open it up. It was a weird file format that I had to get a special extension for Virtual Dub to even open, and then I would convert it into AVI and then chop it up using that plus Audacity, demux the audio and video, then remux the audio and video with my commentary on it, and then cut up the video by frame number rather than any kind of visualizer. That was a labor of love. I think in the very last video, ooh, that's creepy. In the very last of those, I actually had access to a video editing program that looked like it was something people paid for. Yep. It was, also recording it was, I would have two folders. I would have one that had the original files in it, and then I would have the working files, and I actually made all of that, I did all of that on a laptop. I did not have a desktop PC. That thing was a trooper. Excuse me. That device was a trooper, I will tell you. Because it had a laptop's hard drive, I think it probably had like 40 gigs free at any time. So I would capture the footage for, you know, the next 5 to 10 minutes of a video, or whatever was appropriate, and that would be my source material. Then I would split it all up, and when you get it into AVI, it's the compression on that is next to nothing, so it actually gets bigger. And basically, as soon as I made a segment, I would have to delete all of the original files, so I would have room to do the next one. I had an external drive to put the individual files before I kind of slapped them all together. I think I might have used Handbrake. I don't remember whatever it was to get them in MP4, but yeah, that was I was very much burning my boat every time I moved on to the next 5-minute segment. That was that's how you bootstrap something with very little resources. Oh, that's a cat. What are we looking at here in the original? Oh wow, that's actually much more gruesome. Those teeth are in much worse shape.
Gross. Gross.
Is this where I just came out of?
Dark and ominous.
Okay.
Gross.
So, what does my inventory look like? Well, setting a fire down here seems like that would just be, well, not very effective. Can I move here?
I can't reach it. I can't reach it.
Can I put anything in the mouth?
Yeah, I'd rather not touch it.
Is this something I can do? Interact with? It is not. Is this one of those things where somebody appears behind me? Oh, gross! Wait. I don't remember this. Bizarre. You know, I thought that this would just be like underneath Monkey Island. It actually is kind of just, it's just kind of basically hell, isn't it? But yeah, as you might imagine, doing something like that and having the resources and dedication to do that requires extra special motivation. The No More Heroes video series was much easier to put together. Because I had a program with a timeline.
I can't reach it.
Alright. So I seem to be randomly popping out at different places. So there's a mouth, there's a heart, there are some eyes.
Yuck.
What are we looking at in the original here? Taking a save. Yeah, I agree. I think that is a brilliant. Oh, that's off screen. There we go. That was a brilliant, brilliant choice for that game. Yeah, it's one of those things that I think Swery, the guy who did what? Okay. So even when the screen moves, I'm in some other new place. What is this then? But no, yeah, Swery gave a talk. I think it was him, but it was a talk about how the throwaway things that you have in your game are going to be the things that people remember them most by. And yeah, I think that that's an example of No More Heroes. The two things from No More Heroes, one of which I'm pretty sure was added in really late, is the save game, sitting on the can to save your game, and also when the game is loading. There's a little Travis Touchdown's little star insignia is in the lower right, and on the Wii controller, if you tap the trigger real fast, it'll start bouncing up, and if you hit the trigger hard enough, it'll start going up so fast and changing colors that it looks like it's going backward, kind of that helicopter propeller effect. Yeah, those are the things that, if I think about No More Heroes, those are the first things that I remember. And then, you know, the depth and the other parts of the experience come in. But I think it's like the things that you might think are the most throwaway, unimportant things are actually some of the most important things for long-standing impact.
disgusting.
Yeah, the loading screen thing is one of my favorites. It also played into my sense of like what that game was. Ooh. Because I mean, for me, so much of the game was about instant gratification and twitchiness and impatience. And the fact that on the load screen you had this twitch option where you could just get really hyperactive and just sort of like make your sort of like wrist and finger go super jittery and have this thing flash up and down so much that it goes backwards. Just really fed into that. This looks like an exit, but it's not acting like an exit. That is an illusion. Okay. I'm very sorry, cat. Okay. Bloody hands.
Ooh, how nauseating.
I'm starting to think these aren't necessarily puzzle items at all. They're just hell being hell.
Stuff.
Back to the eyes again? No, the last time the eyes were... Okay.
Yikes.
Like, it's interesting because I got here through an ear and just a lot of sort of general head anatomy here. I wonder if there is some code here I'm not quite getting in terms of what shows up where.
Weird.
Alright, I'm gonna poke this H button. Oh, okay. I guess the anatomy bit was maybe my hint. That I need to talk with them. Again, I'm not sure if this is the designer's getting a little more, a little less refined with the puzzles, or if I'm less patient with them. That monkey's having a great time. You know, the monkey, this area right here, and I think it's the number of frames on the monkey's animation, really makes me think that kind of what they're going for is maybe a Day of the Tentacle-ish kind of vibe on the remake version. Okay. Back to the cannibals. Oh, this terrifies me. I could just, like... I mean, the thing is, like, if you fall in the water, it's like that... It's highly likely that you're actually going to die in the depths. If you die, you're going to die in the first 10, 15 feet of water, just like you would in any kind of shallow area where you can see the bottom. Nonetheless, dying in the top 10, 15 feet of water over great depth is somehow worse.
Come back to let us repay you for your fine gift?
Well, actually, there is something.
Tell us, what is it?
Money. I want money.
That's not exactly what we had in mind. Is there anything else we could do for you?
I'm looking for somebody.
Here? On Monkey Island?
We're the only people living on Monkey Island.
Well, the only civilized people.
I'm curious what that cloud looks like, or if there is an animated cloud in the original. No, there's not. Let's see.
I'm looking for 30 dead guys and 1 woman.
I don't think I want to hear any more about it.
Wait, maybe he's talking about those dead pirates.
Oh, yeah. Those guys.
Then you've seen the ghost pirate LeChuck and his cadaverous crew?
Those jerks have been bugging us for months.
How does Guybrush know LeChuck has a crew of 30?
Ghost ship of theirs, wailing and moaning until all hours of the morning.
Scaring away all the cruise ship business?
Normally, when we have problems with the undead, we just cook up our standard potion of exorcism and be done with it.
What's in your standard potion of exorcism?
Oh.
Well, the main ingredient of the potion is a very rare root.
Now this is one puzzle whose solution I do remember.
In existence.
We only use a little bit at a time, you see.
But LeChuck stole the whole thing.
LeChuck came in here and stole your root? What a cad.
And I suppose stealing bananas is any better.
Where is he hiding it?
He's in a place beneath this island. Somewhere in a huge system of catacombs. A hellish place filled with the wailing of tortured souls trapped forever in the rock, where the walls bleed and the air is thick with the rancid smell of pure evil.
Tourists used to line up for hours to see it.
What happened? Health department shut you down?
No, we lost the key.
It was stolen.
Well, we loaned it to a hermit who lives on the island.
And until that crusty old pantless weirdo brings it back...
Okay, so canonically he is wearing no pants. Or he... yeah. Can you wear no pants? Or can you just not wear pants? Huh. There's an absence-presence problem there that I don't quite solve. Yeah, I know. It's like what, 15 feet underground? It's really not that inaccessible.
I'm off to find LeChuck and get the root.
Sorry, but it's just not that easy. Trying to find LeChuck could be very dangerous.
You'd never find your way through the catacombs without them.
Hey, Ixnay on the Edhay of the Navigator Nay.
The what?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Wait. Athme of way. Aethe Atacombs K. That's interesting. This right here. Of way. What does Pig Latin do when you only have one syllable? You can have no pants, but you can't wear no pants. Yeah, what is the clothing you can have but can't wear? And the answer is no pants. Which is like a double negative that also goes back on itself. And that's the kind of thing that will that'll keep your ring-bearing cave troll puzzling to himself for a good long time.
Uye uye avhe a apme of a atacombs k?
Ari say, oh nay.
We could at least tell him what the head does.
Well, it's a navigating tool.
It's a head. It was once attached to a navigator.
We've kept it alive magically.
Oh, is this the
So
skull?
we can take advantage of its innate sense of
Wait, I
direction.
remember this skull
Getting through
from...
the catacombs without it
Is this the same skull from Curse of Monkey Island?
But it's our only one, so you can't have it.
I guess we have nothing to offer you.
After he gave us that nice idol, too.
Feel free to come to the Great Monkey and visit your idol anytime. So, anyway, Lemonhead, what was that you were saying about tropical oils?
Well,
Who's that guy with the weird fish head thing? Like, I genuinely don't know what this is supposed to be, but I know less what this is supposed to be. Okay. Oh wait, let me go back in here. Can I talk to
That doesn't seem to work.
that skull?
Cute little skull.
So, this is probably the navigator's skull. It looks like it has a hole in the side, but I don't know if that means anything. No, I don't think that I would even be able to tell that that was a hole in the original, so probably not. Yeah, like, I mean, the thing is, like, they're all caricatures. Most of these guys are caricatures in some form or another. And I think, like, these are supposed to be sort of, like, health nut kind of characters. And, yeah, I can see that being too close to Stan, and it's also... I wonder if we even... Do we have, like, a sound and a feel for that kind of, I don't know, that kind of stereotype of the sort of, like, health nut that is, just obsesses over details that nobody else thinks about? I genuinely don't know. But that's kind of, if I'm trying to define what their shtick is, it's that. So I have this skull, and I feel like that is what I need here.
That doesn't seem to work. That doesn't seem to work.
Hmm. Okay, so I have the skull. Can I talk to it now?
That doesn't seem to work.
Alright, Buster, I just did that. I reached the end of that conversational arc. But let's see what else they've got. One of the challenges that I'm running up against in arranging the theme to the Secret of Monkey Island is the fact that it has a rhythm, and it has melody, and the rhythm is the sort of reggae boom dun 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 boom dun 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 dun. But the way that the arrangement is turning out is it actually leans quite a bit more on Baroque conventions than reggae, which I actually don't really know a whole lot about in terms of how to play, or it's not a music I've listened to a whole lot. So I'm having to find something that fits the spirit of what I'm actually creating, that slots into where the reggae beat or the reggae rhythm is sort of dominant, and that is requiring me to actually write music for the first time in my life, and and this is kind of a neat opportunity to do so, because the bones of the thing basically already exist, right? It's got the chord progression, and I know what the melody it's all leading up is supposed to be. But yeah, so it's a nice training wheels for writing something that would actually have an impact on the final song. And yes, Guybrush is super chill. I think that, you know, as kids of the 80s and 90s, we didn't have your safety measures, so I think that's probably reflected in the in Guybrush's chill of the time.
I think they're having a serious discussion.
Friendly natives now. Alright, I'm here. I want you to tell me what to do. How would I know that? How would I know that? Okay.
It's called How to Arm Yourself in Sea Battle.
Alright, I want to see what the jokes are for these, so...
Oh, we couldn't take that. You've already given us so much. Oh, we couldn't take that. You've already given us so much.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, I figured this was going to be something... Well, I mean, okay. So, I got these books around the time I got on the ship, and the thing about the ship's puzzle was I had to find a bunch of things that resembled the ingredients for the stew, but that weren't... that, you know, clearly would not have been what they were originally, like the pressed skull as the Jolly Roger flag and that sort of thing. So I thought that because there's like a head and a leg and an arm pun in them, that I would need them to fill some sort of puzzle where I need a head and a leg and an arm. Did not think that I would need them for this, or the head one for this, so... I was kind of right, but not totally on the mark. So.
Well, look at this. It looks like instructions on how to get ahead.
We could give him our head and use these instructions to get ourselves a new one.
Yes, I suppose we can give you this now.
Thanks.
Looks pretty good for a dried up old head, doesn't it?
Okay, so the skull that I have is not... Oh god.
We keep it wrapped in this magical necklace that makes it invisible to ghosts.
I want to see what it looks like in the original.
Look! I think he liked...
Oh, I had it for a second.
Lead you to LeChuck's hideout in the catacombs. Then get the root from LeChuck and come back here. We'll mix up a batch of our special
gruesome
enzymatic ghost dissolving solution.
And you can pour it on LeChuck like salt on a slug.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Pouring salt on the slug with the level of... Did that guy... Did he... I don't think he... I don't think the guy with the red head actually animated out. He just sort of... zipped. Pouring salt on the slug with the kind of delight that line was delivered seems a little out of character for the life-conscious cannibals. Oh, right, I can't access that from this map. If I can look at that gruesome skull image again. I can, yes! Oh, I'm sorry, Shogi. I was just I forgot that you were you're a little tweaked by that one. But yes, that is remarkably more gruesome than anything else in this game that is that is supposed to be gruesome, sort of by definition. I mean, it's clearly alive and living some sort of hellish, like, purgatorial... I mean, the thing is, like, somebody, they loved making that thing, right? They gave it the kind of attention they did to all the other portraits. Evening, Peacher. It's good to see you. Well, there's still some time left, so... Don't worry, we're actually just now entering LeChuck's cave, and oh yeah, you want to see something gross? Look at this. Now that we found We found a way for Shogi Explained to look at this and not be super grossed out by it. But, yeah, look at this. Like, this, it feels very off-brand for what the rest of this game is. It's just like this disgusting horror head. And Guybrush is just carrying it around with both hands, cradling it. That's horrifying. Okay, let's talk. Can I talk to it?
Hello, Mr. Navigator.
Okay. Maybe I have to enter the maze?
Hello, Mr. Navigator.
Hello.
Hmm? Maybe I need to get to a dead end, or maybe... Excuse me. Use...
I think it wants me to go to the right.
Oh, cool. So I'm guessing wherever it's looking is where it wants me to go. Let's see what it looks like in the original. Look how Guybrush's arm is swinging, just like he's holding it back. It's charming in his way. Okay. Okay. I don't think I've seen that screen before with that heart just kind of out there. Aha!
It's that eerie-looking ghost ship I saw sailing off with the governor.
I would be very concerned about stepping off onto that ghost ship and just plummeting through, because it's not clear that it's substantial. Oh, wow. So, yeah, it's like, I think, like, weirdly enough, I think that because the new version it creates the image of depth, that a lot of the stuff that's creepy in the foreground, I absolutely don't notice. So, like, in this version here, I totally see these gruesome, sort of sinewy, hell, mouth, head, face things. But in this one, I just completely look past it and don't pay attention to it at all. So, yeah, that's interesting. It's like this is so much flatter. Oh, it looks like there's no skull here in the original. Weird. All right.
It's that eerie-looking ghost ship I saw sailing off with the governor.
Is this the same Scum Bar music? It is. Lido deck. What is a Lido deck?
Excuse me, but is this the Lido deck?
Lido.
Yikes!
Wait, what? You coward, get back there. I wonder if, so I wonder in the original if, so clearly the skeleton is playing the Scum Bar music Is that the Scumbar music? Anyway, I wonder if it sounds like a violin in the original, so I'm going to listen to it. Let's see here. It does, in fact, sound like a violin. All right, well, what to do? Can I consult my?
Okay, we're here. Now, what do you want from me?
Here, there we go. I actually think it's much more gruesome in this version. Oh, right. The necklace makes it invisible to ghosts. Gonna keep asking nicely until you relent. This option keeps advancing. Like how they just they really commit to the bit. What? What good is a necklace if you don't have shoulders? And that was that grin. I think I'm a little out of the joke on that one. Can I talk to it again?
Hello, Mr. Navigator.
Hello.
This feels weird.
Zoop. Oh, neat. You know, Ark, what was that visual style that you mentioned? That's not pixels, but something else that this game is made in? Anyway, I wonder if it's something that can sort of dynamically alter the graphic like that without having to redraw it.
Hey, what a cute little ghost dog.
Oh, I can't talk to the ghost dog. Can you pet the dog? Who was it that said that? Oh, you said it was pre-dot. Oh, pre-ODTT. Pre-Day of the Tentacle. Okay. You know, because I was talking about pixels at the time when you wrote pre-DOTT, I thought DOTT was some sort of graphic like standard that I didn't know about for like VGA or whatever. Yeah, so my misunderstanding there. I would like to explore a little more before I solve that.
What was that?
What if the ghosts get spooked?
What was that?
I do dig that I am a ghost to ghosts.
What was that?
No, apparently they don't get spooked.
He looks sound asleep. I don't see anything special about it.
Ghost chickens and ghost pigs. Oh wow, you can actually see the yeah, exactly, MGS guard reaction. There's a song, They Might Be Giants, released a few kids albums, and there's one titled I'm Invisible, and the bridge on that is it's about a kid who's invisible, and he's doing things like, you know, dancing down the aisles of the supermarket and standing on one leg in public places and things like that, and just, you know, being like 1 inch away from your face, and that just sort of like basically things that kids would do if they were invisible. And there's like the bridge of it is like, there are details that I haven't worked out, like when I eat my lunch, does it disappear or can you see it going all the way down? And this pig clearly has an answer to that. What was that noise? I think one of the things that makes the MGS guard reactions work really well is that the voices don't sound like hardened soldiers. They actually do sound like they're a little spooked. What was that noise?
It's locked tight. Must be something important down there. Gross, look at the meat. They look like chickens. It's a feather from a ghost chicken.
I would like to take the feather from the ghost chicken, please. Thank you.
I don't see anything special about it. Well, except that big glowing voodoo anteroot inside.
Well, why don't I open it?
I can't get inside it. It's nailed, chained, bolted, roped, glued, and welded together.
Okay, so probably that key in LeChuck's room is what I'm looking at here. Again, this raises questions. Like, if I can see the food going down the pig and I guess it turns into ghost, like, what good does a ghost treasure chest do? And why can't I see the treasure through the treasure chest? It's just, this is madness. There's no rules here. So, that's interesting. So in the original, there is a map of Monkey Island here, and it just looks like a map of Monkey Island. But here, there are a couple of dots. This one is clearly the giant monkey head, and this seems to be offset from the cannibal village, which makes me think it's something else that I didn't, that I wasn't able to access. So what can I... It's interesting, they made Ghost LeChuck stand out more in this.
Fear for thy life, he who enters. The ship sounds strange in these waters.
Oh, okay, he chases me back.
Looks like Monkey Island. Looks like Monkey Island.
Can I take it?
I can't pick that up.
Fear for thy life, he who enters. Must be the wind.
Oh, you're right. I wonder if I can use the ghost feather for something. I have access to... Alright. Let's see. Use. Can I use the flint here? No, I cannot. So clearly, excuse me, I need to distract him because he is vigilant. He is he'd be the ghost pirate LeChuck for nothing. And I feel like I could use this feather for something.
I can't whip that out in here. That doesn't seem to work.
Yeah, this kind of falls into the same category of like if something is possessed by an individual who is invisible, at what point does invisibility become the property of that thing versus just like not having the invisible power attached to it? Yeah.
To the Monkey Island cannibals.
Oh wait, no, I don't.
Please stop moving this.
No, I don't want to listen to all of
It is
it.
delicately balanced. Herman Toothrot.
No, I have to read their entire internet
Mr.
thread
Toothrot.
again.
Please remove this dangerous object. Lemonhead knocked a rock onto it from the cliff above and nearly injured someone who was putting up a swing on the banana tree on the South Beach.
Wait a minute.
The cannibals. To the ghost pirate LeChuck. We must ask you once again to curtail your nightly activities in the sacred Monkey Head area. Decent people are trying to sleep. Kindly keep the noise level down. The Monkey Island cannibals. P.S. We saw you taking that woman with the scarf down there. To the Monkey Island cannibals. I don't mind you worshipping in front of the sacred monkey idol which doubles as my home and secret base of operations. But could you please refrain from leaving messy sacrifices on my porch? Also, please do not enter the Monkey Head. G.P. LeChuck. To the ghost pirate LeChuck.
Oh my god, it goes on.
We must protest your acquisition of our voodoo antiroot. We realize that it presents a hazard to you and your crew, but this is thievery. The Monkey Island cannibals.
I feel like, but this is thievery is not the argument
Please return our key to the Monkey Head.
against the ghost pirate
Cannibals.
that one might think it is.
Cannibals. I'm not giving you bloodsuckers your key to the Monkey Head until you return my banana picker. HT. To Herman Toothrot.
I guess bloodsucking is a
From
corollary
William
of
Hammond Hall,
cannibalism.
attorneys at law.
Maybe not the part that you
Regarding
think of
suit
when you
against
think
Cannibal
about
Tribe over
cannibalism,
malicious
but
tossing of your oars into a chasm.
seems like
I think
if I
we
think
have a
about
case
eating
here.
in general, it's probably
We can
involved at some
probably
point.
soak them for emotional distress and possibly punitive damages as well.
Okay, so
There sure are a lot of spelling errors.
like I kind of feel like this, and I'm not going to read it again. Too many memos are kind of similar joke. Okay, use ghost feather with
That doesn't seem to work.
ink. No, I thought I could write something. What is selectable? Ooh, can I use the feather on the dog?
I better leave it alone.
Aw. I mean, this game was clearly made before the Can You Pet the Dog Twitter account
What a drunken slob.
exercised its reign of tyranny over game development. Honestly, I think at this point it's probably more remarkable if you cannot pet the dog in your game than otherwise.
I can't find a ticklish spot on his body.
Can I use it on LeChuck? Oh wait, you just changed positions. Can I? No, I can't do anything with them. Yes, I know that part. Made of metal. So we're talking like a magnet or something? How would I... Alright, let's look at the compass.
When you set sail for good value, all winds blow towards stands. Warning, contains strong magnet which may interfere with other navigational equipment.
Like, I thought that was the joke. I thought that was it. I thought the description was a joke, because it's like, it's a promotional thing that is clearly hazardous for the thing that is being sold. But no, it is in fact... Bzzz. Okay. I'm actually wondering if so I've put together this sort of like either or of either I'm losing patience or the jokes or the puzzles are becoming a little more obtuse. The other possibility is I have played the first half of this game more often, so I am more likely to remember the solutions, and therefore the early puzzles might also be as obtuse as the latter ones, but I can no longer see that because I'm overly familiar with them. Evening, Phoenicia. It's good to see you. Well, I'm glad glad you caught the. I think we're probably near the end, actually. I mean, we're on the Chuck ship.
Yikes! I hate rats. Yikes! I hate rats.
Yeah, I got the key. Can I go to Greece?
Yikes!
No.
I hate rats.
So the compass that Stan gave me that always points towards Stan's used ships, it has a very powerful magnet. Excuse me, has a very powerful magnet in it that you can use to attract the key off the wall. Again, an object that I thought was a gag from a million years ago that I forgot that part of the description, so why would I even think to look there? Yeah, the head of the navigator. So one thing that is a little confusing about that too is like you can find the skull and you can pick it up, and it doesn't seem to have a use. At least not that I've come across yet. But you can pick it up when you're captive inside the hut in the village. So the thinking is, okay, I need something that is it is the head of a navigator, and this is a head, and I have it. So maybe that's the thing. So anyway, I kept wandering around the caves trying to use this skull, which doesn't do anything. And thanks to the hint system, which actually displayed the hint behind my inventory there, whatever. Yeah, that's the only reason I knew to go back.
Yikes.
So, I gotta do something with these rats, clearly.
It's an empty dish.
Can I use feather with dish?
I don't think it's a good idea.
Can I take the dish?
I'm not gonna pick that up.
Wow.
It's covered with rat slobber.
Now Guybrush has standards.
It looks drunk. It looks drunk.
Guybrush Threepwood, rat inebriation expert.
Yikes! I hate rats.
Okay, I gotta do something about these rats. Is this a cheese joke of some kind? I mean, looks. There's a dish there, and the dish does imply food. Can I get food from the ghost pig?
Gross, look at the meat. They look like chickens.
Okay. Just gonna kind of crawl over every pixel I can find here. Because the presence of the dish and the adjacent presence of food makes me think that the solution is to put food on that plate for that rat. So I know that they're the bone from the dog.
Hey, what a cute little ghost dog.
Oh, does the dog have the bone inside it? That doesn't seem like something I can grab. Give feather to no, that's I've been a little more flexible on hints here, especially as I get toward the latter part of the game. What would be yeah, go on, hit me with one.
The wind makes not such a creaking. Must be the wind. Ah, what be that noise?
I got LeChuck is rightly suspicious.
Sounds strange in these waters.
But doesn't follow up.
What was that?
Okay. Maybe I can use... Huh. Wait, do I... Oh no, I don't have my rubber chicken with the pulley in the middle anymore. I mean, not that I need it, but I want it. What does it look like in the original? Use... There's no music, it's just that chicken sometimes clucking. Oh wow! It's also got oh, there goes the mouse. It also has the chicken move its head when it happens. Yeah, there's a whole little story here in the original that's not present. These chickens are just kind of doing whatever chickens do. These guys are having a... Something's up. They're talking. I want to hear that again. If you listen to it too, there's a little bit of like... it sounds like somebody's speaking a little too close to the microphone. It's popping. And I wonder if that's... It sounds like a human being going... Bark, 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 bark. Which makes me think it was somebody's desire to be in the game and to have the presence of a chicken. Anyway, this interaction doesn't exist in the original. Alright.
That doesn't seem to work. That doesn't seem to work.
Use feather on dish.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Use feather on rat.
I'm not going near that monster rat.
I'm not sure what makes that rat more monster than the others. So use feather on...
I can't whip that out in here.
Navigator? No. cannot imagine. Can I use the feather with the map?
That doesn't seem to work.
Use feather. Pretty sure I did this already, but just for safety.
That doesn't seem to work.
No. Back to the crew's quarters, you say? Could have sworn that I tried this.
I can't find a ticklish spot on his...
Oh. Wrong. Use
I
feather.
can't move it.
Use feather.
I can't find a ticklish spot on his body. He looks sound asleep. That doesn't seem to work.
Can I...
He looks sound asleep.
Can I take the jug?
I can't pick that up. I can't find a ticklish spot on his body.
Alright, what is up? Let me see if there's something in the original that's a little more... Alright, so I want to tickle his feet, but I don't have the option to tickle those feet. Where is the right pixel? So, this is where the Sleeping Ghost crew Oh! There we go. Thank you. No. Yeah, I know, right?
It's a bottle of ghost grog.
Oh, the rats look drunk, so that means that the rat wants grog. Yeah, I actually am leaning more toward the side of the puzzles getting a little more obtuse at this stage of the game. There we go. There we go.
It's a vat of cooking grease. It's a vat of cooking grease. I think I'd rather save it. It's a bottle of ghost grog.
Okay. Oh my. You okay, buddy? I'm sure he's fine. So I have a vat of cooking grease here. If I were a mighty pirate, what would I do with a vat of cooking grease?
It's all over my hands.
Oh. That worked.
It's all over my hands.
Oh no, Ark.
I don't see anything special about it. Well, except that big glowing voodoo anti-root inside.
Alright, Art. I hope you have some good sleep and a fine day when you wake up, and thanks for coming out. Okay, so now I have grease. What would I use? Grease on the door! That's it. Yeah, thanks for coming by. It's always a pleasure to see you.
This should stop it from squeaking.
Bam.
They're glowing ghost tools.
I like how when everything dies, it gets an outline.
They're glowing ghost tools.
The afterlife is just one string of silhouettes.
Hey, I bet the governor's in there. He's asleep.
Okay, so can I open Brig? Also, how do ghosts lean? Do they lean because they believe in it?
I can't get to it. That big ghost's in the way.
Excuse me. Can we tickle the feet again?
I don't want to wake him up unless I have some of that anti-ghost potion to defend myself with.
Okay. So... Oh, okay. I bet I can use these to open the crate.
Oh, good. More inventory.
Alrighty. Use... Wow, that's just, what does that look like in the original? Yeah, those are just generic tools. It's, you kind of see a pickaxe and, like, I don't know, what do tools have? Well, tools have bars and an angle, and that's good enough for the kids. They'll get it. Yeah, oh, that actually, Dan, that actually reminds me of the closing joke of the game. Ben Rod for hitting, and hitting again. They're called boomerangs.
This should do it. I'll just grab this old root and be on my way.
Alright. What are we looking at in the original? I want to hear it again. It's coming. Oh wow, different chickens talk to them. That's a whole thing. Is that one? Yeah! Yeah, there's something going on here. It's a whole story. Alright. Now, see if we can tickle him awake and use the root
I don't want to wake
to
him up
scare
unless I
him.
have some of that anti-ghost potion to defend myself with.
Oh, use root in...
I don't think it's very useful in its present form. I don't think it's very useful in its present form.
Do I get the pig to eat it?
I don't think it's very useful in its present form. very useful in its present form.
Alright.
I don't think it's very useful in its present form.
Buster, I'm trying to change that form. Thank you very much.
It's a bottle of ghost grog.
Can I use it? Oh no, the rat's gone! Oh, be good, rat.
I don't think it's very useful in its present form. It doesn't seem to open.
Open? Alright. Back to the village? I mean... so that makes a kind of sense. Because they are the ones who it was stolen from. But I would assume that all the puzzle pieces would be related to a puzzle here. But, okay.
A long walk, a brief row, and a short hike later.
Thank you, game.
I did it! I got the root!
Wow! Look, he's not kidding. Here it is.
He's not such a wimp after all.
Come on, let's go make the brew of the fermented root. Wait here. We'll be right back.
I got the... Why is he updating the monkey on the progress of the game? Monkey has no business with that. Evening, Dan. Awesome. It's great to see you. Yeah, Mr. Dan to you. Have a great night. Here, let's have Guybrush be weirdly defensive to a creature he just met.
I'm not such a wimp after all.
There it is.
One squirt of that stuff and the ectoplasm really hits the fan.
And if you have any
Night,
left
Dan.
over, it's delicious with a little vanilla ice cream. Good luck!
Thanks!
Alright, so that joke lands differently if you know that the thing is root beer.
After some more furious paddling,
You scared me half to death!
Balmy weather we're having, isn't it?
It's always like that down here.
What happened to the ship?
They all left for the wedding.
Why are you still here?
My head fell into the lava there, and I had to chase after it. And when I came back, they had gone.
You know, this isn't the voice I would expect for him,
Shame, too. I hate to miss the wedding.
but I can see it. Rob Paulson, what else has he done? That sounds very familiar.
What wedding?
LeChuck is marrying the governor of Melee Island.
What? But how will they...
No, Guybrush, focus.
Where's the wedding?
That's it.
There's a lovely church on Melee Island. They're headed there.
Melee Island? Oh no. I've got to go after them. I've got to stop that wedding.
Bye! Bob!
He was the recast Gray Fox?
Oh, I missed the boat to the wedding.
Hey! No problem! We can take mine! Let's go!
You're right, Peacher.
Hey,
Ethel's gonna go nuts. Yeah, I have a hard time separating Gray Fox's voice from Greg Eagles. Greg just, I mean, I think he should have been considered as iconic for that role as Hater is for Snake, but maybe there were other reasons why they couldn't get him. Yeah, Ethel's going to be playing to a packed crowd. 30, well, with this guy here. 29 ghosts, at least.
Will you take me to Melee Island?
I'll lend you my ship if you promise to rescue me with it.
Okay.
Let's go!
That's right.
That certainly was easier than the trip to Monkey Island. I wonder where Tooth Rot's gone to now. Now I'll have to stop the wedding by myself.
Is he in the original one as the DARPA chief?
The church is the other way.
Oh, well.
Yikes.
Hey! Wait a second!
I'm selling this fine mouthwash.
Is it mint flavored? I only like the minty kind.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Oh, that's right. Greg Eagles is the DARPA chief. I thought you meant Paulson was the DARPA chief.
Excuse me. Do you have an invitation to the wedding?
No, but I have this deadly magic root beer. This stuff's great.
Oh.
Watch out, LeChuck.
Guybrush is a
There's
killer.
a new sheriff in town, and his name... Hey, I better get to the church.
These guys still here? They must have found their rat and had their circus. It's alright, Ethel, I'm coming. Oh, wow, this is all that I have in my inventory. Oh, I still have my money, at least. Hey, Space Hamlet! It's good to see you. No, you are not too late. We are, in fact, right at the very end. Who is this? Like, this is what Ethel thinks of matrimony. This is her wedding music. And for those who weren't here, like 3 streams ago, Ethel is the character who I've made up who is playing the organ in the cathedral here. Yes, the cathedral on Melee Island with the non-denominational game of Simon, always a classic religious iconography you see on churches everywhere in the Caribbean. So, LeChuck is obsessed with Elaine, who is the governor of Melee Island. He has kidnapped her. Elaine and Guybrush love each other, so Guybrush is to rescue her. Guybrush chased LeChuck to Monkey Island. As soon as he got to the last puzzle in LeChuck's ship on Monkey Island, LeChuck amscrayed back to back to Melee Island, and now I'm here to stop the wedding with a magic seltzer bottle full of root beer. I could learn this on banjo. This would be a fun thing to do. It's kind of menacing.
People that at least should not be united in blissful matrimony. Let him speak now. or forever hold his peace.
That's great.
Hey, who's that?
Oh wow, I didn't select it. Just
You.
this real good hero moment.
Please don't kill me.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't kill you.
Governor!
Governor!
Governor?
What's going on?
Oh, Guybrush, you mad fool! I'm impressed you came to rescue me, but it really wasn't necessary. I had everything well in hand. Unfortunately, your arrival has made it necessary for me to tip my hand early.
How? Who? But what?
Yeah, Elena's rad. I kind of feel like one of the things that this is like a small thing for the remake, but if you switch back over, one of the things that I actually do like a lot about the original is how Elaine and Guybrush have the same height, which LeChuck is a little bit taller, but you kind of figure that maybe just be the way the graphics work on the older version, that all the characters are kind of uniform in height. But yeah, so like Guybrush and Elaine are the same height, and here in the revised version, he's taller than her. And there's something about that just seems off. Like, it's the sort of thing that they do with male character designs there's something sort of more traditional about the man being taller, and so it's like they went with that with Guybrush's design, but like Elaine isn't the traditional damsel in distress. So I feel like that design change kind of undermines what she's got going on as being sort of much more competent than Guybrush. Again, it's a small thing. These are sort of like little messages, sort of like that are sort of encoded in designs and physiques. But yeah, something that I would actually. I kind of think that if they took his hair down, they might be the same height.
How did you manage to escape?
Oh, that was easy. LeChuck is a bozo.
Hey.
And lots of his crew members were friends of mine when they were alive.
If you're here, then who's that in the dress?
Somebody remarkably taller than everybody.
They have my ghost sapping root beer bottle.
Oh, I'll get it. Oops.
Monkey had a baseball cap.
Now I've got to chase them down to get my voodoo root beer back.
But hey!
You dared come here and confront me? I can't believe your audacity.
Yeah, let's talk trash.
Well, I can't believe your stupidity.
Yeah? Well, I can't believe your frivolity.
Oh yes, I want to go down this rabbit hole. Yeah, this is it.
Well, I can't believe your validity.
Yeah? Well, I can't believe your mobility.
Well, they actually...
Well, I can't believe your atrocity.
Yeah? Well, I can't believe your fragility.
Well, I can't believe your enormity.
Ah, I grow tired of you.
Say now, let's not be hasty.
Rest in pieces. Root beer.
Good to see you, son. How's How's the ship? If you're interested in trading up, I can give you a fair price for it. Howdy, partner. You know, just by looking at you, I can tell you're a man of the world. A man with an eye for quality. A man who knows a good bargain when he...
That's ridiculous. Oh no, 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 no! No, I said... Yeah! His bones were a ghost. Like, I love that. His ghost had a skeleton, and the skeleton was also a ghost. Oh, I think we're about to see the ending, which is one of my favorite jokes in the whole game. Which we are absolutely going to see in the original graphics.
Yikes! Oh, don't sneak up on me like that.
Sorry.
That's okay. You know, LeChuck was a deviant, obnoxious...
I want to hear how he delivers this.
Very romantic. Can I buy you a root beer?
Sure. There's more at Stan's. Oh gosh, I hope Stan's okay.
Stand still gesturing.
I wish my crew could have seen this.
He's pre-swimming.
You know, I can't shake the feeling that Guybrush was somehow responsible for that.
They're in the cannibal's prison.
Yeah.
And they put another skull over the plank.
Have ourselves a little chat with Mr. Threepwood.
That's why I had to pick up the skull, because I couldn't access the plank otherwise.
Get out of these hut first.
At least I learned something from all this.
What's that?
Yes, this is it.
Never pay more than $20 for a computer game.
Yeah. Sword fighting insults, Orson Scott Card. Mexican sing, so do I. That's that is one of these jokes that if I need a non sequitur in my own thoughts to shift tracks, that is one of the things that comes up. Oh, hey, nifty. That's interesting. They got a named band to do the music, so this is all live. It's not synth. And by named band, I mean like a lot of times they just get like a orchestra or something. Wow, Roger Jackson had Did somebody do the chicken? Oh wait, no, the chicken was the original, not the not this one. It seems like I don't know. Seems like crediting the voice on a chicken is one of those things that we just didn't do in the early days of game development, and we've gotten a lot. We're better about that now. Every chicken voice gets credited. Union, you see. I have been listening to this soundtrack on loop for the past 2 weeks. The theme in particular, because I've been arranging it, but which has been a lot of fun. It's just been a lot of fun finding out the particular slant on it that makes the most sense for the instrument. Yes, exactly, Phoenicia. Kingsley. Kingsley's a fantastic name. Tom Toon Drake. I'm impressed that they got a live band to do the music on the remake. I like watching through the entire credits, because sometimes, even though you're looking at a lot of the Hey, Michael Land's in there. He did the music. Oh yeah, this is the stuff I love. Yeah, give me that legal copy in the credits. I wonder if that specifically prohibits the modding that gets done. Wow, they're beating MCU to the punch on this game. Ah, Jesus. It scared me. I didn't think it was going to go straight to the symbol clash. Oh man. Alright, well, yeah, so that's the secret of Monkey Island. I'm gonna do Monkey Island 2 after this. Having a great time with this, and we'll keep it up. And also, because I do want to kind of finish this celebration of Monkey Island with finishing my arrangement of it, which, you know, we're at the end here. This is pretty good time. I'll replay this. I play banjo, and I'm arranging the theme for what sort of sounds best. I like Baroque music, and I'm learning quite a bit of Bach, so I'm kind of applying what I'm working on there into this arrangement. So this is what it sounds like up to this point. Let me see. Yeah, let's see. This should work. Turning off the phone for that one, but yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. It's coming along. There's the key to that melody, I think, is there's 2 tenor notes that are usually hit, or two higher notes that are usually hit right in the row of like dun 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 dun, and so like those 2 notes hitting it, in my mind there's like a couple of fangs. It's just like a bite. But like having those, being able to honor those and frame those in such a way so that even if there's sort of like a rolling, even if there's like a rolling harmony in between many of the notes, to try to give those as much space and sort of silence between them so that they hit remarkably without being softened. I feel like that's what the song wants to do the most. But also sort of playing with the sort of some of the depths of the chords that I don't think the original needs to very much, because it does have a rhythm to it. You know, it's got the doom 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 doom. So anyway, because it has that, it doesn't need to sort of fill as much space. This one does, because it's just one instrument. And I'm really enjoying figuring that out. It's also a really great way of learning more about the banjo and sort of what it is uniquely capable of doing. And yeah, I think it could work on mandolin. I think it would on mandolin. I think you would probably have a higher octave as your foundation, and I think it would. I mean, honestly, I think you could probably do both of those together, and it would sound interesting, which works because they're compatible instruments in bluegrass. But yeah, so that brings us to the end of this. On Wednesday, I'm going to begin The Secret of Monkey Island 2, and what I think I'm going to do on that. That's not The Secret of Monkey Island. Is it The Secret of Monkey Island 2, or is it another Monkey Island name? Anyway, I'm going to do the one after this. And what I think I'm going to do is there's a mod you can do where you take the voices from a PC purchased version of the special edition, and you mod it. LeChuck's Revenge. Thank you. That's it. I was like, I knew that it had a different title. Because it doesn't have, none of them have the numbers after them, I don't think. But yeah, so there's this mod you can do where you take the voices from the special edition and you apply them to a SCUM VM DOS box emulation of the original, so you can have the original graphics, but you can also have the voices, and that's the direction I think I want to take it, because I get a lot of pleasure of bouncing back and forth between the two, but for a main experience, I think I'd be interested in sort of like just sort of enjoying the voices with just the graphics. So yeah, I'm going to look into that. So yeah, thank you everybody for coming out. Phoenicia, it's great to see you again, and Mexican Sting, Space Hamlet, Peacher. I think those are the folks who have chatted who are left. Yeah, Dan and Ark headed off. Anyway, thank you all for coming out, and I hope to see you on Wednesday. Have a good night.